Update 19.5 has gone live. It's not on there yet, but before I do anything else, I need to take these butterfly wing things off because they do disappear when you go in the menu, but the first change to this is when you're on the ship, it looks like they're going to stay open. That may be hotfixed though, because it does take up quite a large chunk of the screen. Of course, with this, there is the other new Sandana. Now, this thing on the back actually opens up. I think they need to add a button in here somewhere so you can see them in their different phases, like maybe press sprint while in here and it'll do its animation, because every picture I've seen of this thing, this on the back is open. There is also the Hirudo, however you want to pronounce it, and this is like a kickboxing based weapon, so you punch with your hands and kick with your feet. These aren't just fist weapons. I think this video does go down to the feet at one point. But these, you can actually build. The blueprint is in the market for these. But like the Kogaki, that is what these are like. But you will have to use that for it, as well as 3 Nightin extract. Wow, that's expensive. But it's only a 12-hour build though. That's actually pretty cheap to build those. And just in case I missed it, that was the feet part. Unfortunately, because of the way the Warframe's angled when it jumps there, you can barely see that. There is also the Hema. I really hoped this was going to be like an Acrid 3.0, because the 2.0 was the buff it got. It wasn't amazing, it did make it better, but the Acrid used to be the original super weapon. It would annihilate everything. It does seem to be a status based weapon, but it does say it's a bloodsucker. So, burst fire leeches. Ooh, if the leeches move when you shoot them out, this could be an interesting weapon. But now to go and find out where the blueprint for it is, because it doesn't look like it's in the bio lab. This is the Infested Lab, or the bio lab, and it should in theory be... oh, it's right there in the middle. 72 hours to research, so even if you got this done and collected all the resources for it now, it would still be 3 days before you can actually get your hands on the blueprint to build this thing. And I've also just noticed the requirements for this. 1,350,000 nanospores is a lot. And 1,500 neurodes? Okay, this is for a mountain clan, but still. Wow. Not to, of course, forget, there is Nidus. This is the new Infested Frame that can create infested looking balls of enemies, and I'm wondering if it's going to show you that when this goes across. It's like Ice Wave, but infested across the floor. And then there's, I mean, you can see the infested chained together. That's another one of his, well, it says parasitic link, and I said paralytic. Oh, never mind. This thing, however, is only available from completing the Glast. I keep wanting to say last. I see Glast and still want to say last. The Glast Gambit quest. Well, you could always buy it, but to build it, the parts are available from doing the quest. The quest itself, as you can see, you have to finish the War Within first, which obviously means you have to complete other ones beforehand, and then you have to go and talk to Ergo Glast. Wow, I wonder where the name of this update came from. In the Perrin Sequence room. Riven Mods have been expanded upon. It's not just rifle Riven Mods anymore. There is also shotgun Riven Mods and secondary Riven Mods. Now, Secondaries isn't split into any kind. That is, if there is a secondary, it will now have a Riven Mod, which covers everything apart from... bows already had them. They were used rifle mods. So all primaries now have them, and it's just melee ones that are left. These are now available from within the Sortie rewards, but the only weird thing here is, with the rifle ones already being around, there isn't that many shotguns, so the shotgun ones are going to be a pain to get, because there is a lot more secondaries than there actually is shotguns. The index has also returned in this update. It was expected it would return as an event. It has returned exactly the same as Rathum's thing was, because when that returned, it returned as arenas on Sednat to get extra points so you can actually go in and take her down. That requires 60 points to go in. That's weird, I didn't know they'd done that. Well, the index has returned in the same way, with new Corpus champions and 2 new weapon mods. There is Tether Grenades, which does sound really interesting, and Flux Overdrive. You can find the index on Neptune. There it is. I've also just realised that I've just told my clan it's on Pluto. It's not, it's on Neptune. I got my planets mixed up. But the index is there, and that should still be quite a fun thing to do, but it only seems to be 1 level for now. He also has an alternate helmet, which compared to obviously his normal helmet, if this thing turns around a little bit, I kind of like the original one because it opens up when he's actually being used and looks like a cool frame with the amount of parts of him that move, as well as hopefully 300 armor does make him a bit of a tanky frame. But we'll leave this off here for now. There's a link in the description to the forum post for all of the changes to things like conclave magazine sizes. They've all pretty much changed, and I'm not going through that long list. So that will be there if you wish to go there. We'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.